Hollywood will be the first. I believe it will be Team 2 is the Royal Plebs, Team 1 is Winston's Peanut Butter Factory. Server settings just being locked over here, so I believe we're going to get into this first round. And I think that we have something special planned. It's the Excoundrel intro time.
I think you should go now with that.
I think I should go now. So, on the offense, coming into Hollywood as one of the 3rd and 4th place contenders. On the red side, we have Team Royal Plebs. And taking up that defensive position, looking to retain that 3rd place title, looking to win this one out in the 3rd and 4th place match. We have Winston's Peanut Butter Factory! Brilliant. Done.
We'll let that play out for a little bit.
But yes, so
cracking as always.
It's looking pretty good anyway. I don't think that'll be as good quality as the one I did last week, because I am actually, if any of you don't know, casting from my iPad. And also video feed coming from my iPad, because I'm casting from my university accommodation I'd already moved all my stuff out of. And I'm having to use my old flatmate's PC, which is actually a pile of junk, which doesn't have a microphone or a set of headphones, so I'm using my iPad.
It's fine. One of the things that's really irritating me about spectator mode is people have noticed me slam into this door twice. Because usually sometimes you can phase through it and other times you can't. So I've tried to go through thinking I can phase through and I just bow straight into the wall. They get a first person perspective of a door. So
wonderful. And also the only thing I hate about this map as a spectator is if you're on the offensive side of Hollywood, and it's only one of the only places this actually happens, you can't leave the building.
Yes.
It's the only map you can't leave the building on as the spectator.
So back into the game. Stylosa is going to try and walk through the security room and get a little bit of distraction going on as the rest of the team pummels through the arch and begins to look to get onto this capture point.
Indeed, they did. I was just taking a drink of water, so I couldn't follow up, but it looks like the offensive squad, they're going for that flank play, but it's nice. Defensive Aku's going to jump in here. Holy Cup, they're going to be following up. They managed to get a singular kill onto the Roadhog and also onto the Junkrat. They're going to send the offensive squad reeling here, Tridd, and this is going to be cleanup town. This is going to be the dream time, I was about to say, for the defensive squad as they are forced back to base. But Bastion, Gibbe with that offensive Bastion in the back line doing some serious damage here.
Not sold on the offensive Bastion, Kieran, but I mean, he has managed to get himself into a nice position, get himself set up, and now he's going to start to look to pummel down, but he has to get through a road.
Goodbye.
And it's just not going to happen. Father Paddy's there, and he just uses that junk cannon, absolutely demolates him. But Valkia up high with the Pocket Mercy gets himself a beautiful barrage and starting to work on a Kiku. And Bastion, you can hear his ultimate, that little boop coming out. And let's hopefully he can see a little bit of clean-up duty and help his team get on this point as we're going to see the offensive team start to get the cap, and there's not a defensive member in sight to contest it.
Gonna be honest, Valkia again, single-handedly pulling Royal Plebs through with his Pharah. I believe they're going to be able to clean up the rest of the defensive squad and capture the point here. But honestly, Valkia absolutely ace with his ability to provide a offensive flank position and single-handedly be a big enough threat that the rest of the team can capitalize on it. He will eventually go down, kind of like YOLO face-checked a Reaper there. That did unfortunately spell his doom, but they did capture point A, so it's already a win in the bag for the Royal Plebs here. They've already put themselves in good footing.
What is Gibbe doing though? He should not be doing this as Bastion without a Reinhardt. There is no defense for him whatsoever. He will get absolutely blasted even through the Mercy heal if he does not have the right support structure. So no Reinhardt's a problem, and that's what we're looking for. The Earth Shatter comes out. Sorry, but not sorry. The Death Blossom gets removed from the equation as well. As Holy Cupcake will get taken up by Valkia. He's on the cleanup duty from above, and Stylos is onto the back line. Will get hooked in by his opposite man, but it's a solid defense coming out here for Winston's Peanut Butter Factory.
I gotta say, Team Royal Plebs, totally agree with you. That offensive Bastion sat on top of the payload without a defensive Reinhardt. Valkia still providing that elusive threat, but will eventually go down after playing a bit of cat and mouse. And it means his offensive squad can regroup around the payload here and begin to escort it. They're going to stick with that offensive Bastion again without a Reinhardt. like you, I'm not totally sold on this. It really requires some top quality positioning, and you can see here, because of the flank positioning of the Reaper, it'll make it very difficult. Reaper's going to come in, Catherine looking for his ability to take out that Mercy. Mercy will eventually go down here. This is a good defense by the Team Winston's Peanut Butter Factory, but Gibbe gets that ultimate. He's looking to be offensive with it. He's picked up 1 kill, he's picking up 2, he's picking up 3. He's really going whole hog here in conjunction with that Roadhog. And it's looking very good. Gibbe making that defensive Bastion work. Really relying on his ultimate to be the main driving force here, however.
Yeah, and we talked about not having a Reinhardt is damaging to this team. Somehow, the Royal Plebs are making this work, purely because there's so much chaos and so much distraction being caused around the map. Aviku being used to push them off the payload. But I like what's going on there. Yeah, we saw Gibbe using the Bastion, configuration tank, going to start jumping around and causing a menace for himself. But still, they're making progress, but they really shouldn't be. This is kind of an anomaly of the offense.
I think unfortunately that the Bastion is only going to have an effect with his ultimate. Again, Valkia does get pinched out the sky after using that rocket barrage, but not before he'd already picked up 2 kills. Will pick up the Roadhog after the resurrection comes through, and Gibbe and the rest of the squad are going to allow this escort to happen here. They're going to hit that second checkpoint, make the final push in through the Hollywood studios here. The Goldshire Pictures looking to make that final checkpoint. And again, Valkia, absolutely MVP right now for Team Royal Plebs. You've got to be scared of that Pharah. It has been so influential in all of their maps so far. But he's going to get pulled in here, will get taken down by a nice hook, but unfortunately Roadhog will pay with his own life. So it's a 1-for-1 trade at the end of the day, and that does seem to be happening quite frequently here for Team Plebs. When Valkia does get focused, they always manage to pick up something in return. Gibbe again, going to be the focus of Catherine maybe, but he does get configuration tank here, Tridd.
Yeah, and he's going straight into the fight, trying to get himself round the corner. A lot of self-harm being dealt by the explosives. Not the most effective ultimate coming out, but he cannot get away. There's no brakes on the Roadhog train as he pulls him into his death. Aviku from the side, Father Paddy going whole hog onto Shay and Queen. They are going to drop Shay, hiding behind his own health. Stylosa wants to get some damage of his own. Valkia going up high as well, up into the rafters, not going to find anyone, but he's managed to keep himself away from the payload, giving the team more time to catch up and start with the push yet again. But they're going to have to break through this incredibly solid defense coming out from Winston's Peanut Butter Factory, and it only gets worse from here.
And Catherine looking for the flank play at this point in time, and does not have that Death Blossom available, so won't be able to make much use of it. But again, Valkia buying enough time for the offense. There is the Earth Shatter. It looks like a very defensive Earth Shatter. They only managed to pick up Che. That means they're not going to go into it. Here comes the offense play. Whole hog comes through. There's the sound barrier, looking for a super defensive play with the sound barrier coming through. They're going to pick up 1 kill here, so that's 1 soldier 76 down on the offensive squad. Stylosa requiring healing now. Looks like the Pharah, however, has gone. The rocket barrage comes down, forces the rest of the defensive squad away, and Valkia once again providing that opening for his team, forcing the resurrection as well.
And the Riptire out of nowhere. He's going to take out the Mercy afterwards, so that's the healing done. Proximity to the spawn platform is going to play massively here for Winston's Peanut Butter Factory. Hopefully they can get the respawns out, not abuse the hero limit. Father Paddy and Holy Cupcake looking to clear him out, buy some time. Red's coming out, brings Shay back into the fold. It's only Holy Cupcake, and here comes the reinforcement from Magic Fingers, trying to build up that Red as quickly as possible, but he's dropped before he can do anything. Stylosa and Gibbe will guarantee it with their respective turrets, and that's going to be a cap coming out on the offensive push for Winston's Peanut Butter Factory.
6:48 was the time here for Team Royal Plebs, and Valkia going to have the player of the game, as you would imagine, has been MVP throughout this this tournament. He's been really good for Royal Plebs. I'd actually almost say single-handedly carrying through a lot of these games. I have been impressed with Team Royal Plebs, but I have been majorly impressed with the play of Valkia's Pharah. 44 rocket direct hits. That's a pretty big number, by the way. That's 30% of his total rocket hits, which is a pretty good percentage as a Pharah main.
Guys, can I present your champion? Ladies and gentlemen, make some noise for Ball Control! My heart's racing. How are you doing?
It's amazing. I never expected to get this far, and then I started getting a bit nervous towards the end, as you can probably tell from a certain panther, but yeah, I feel really good.
So